this is going to be 285 for the rest of the spring and part of the summer, I'm sure. As it generally is, because the roads took a beating this winter and tourists are about to be driving. So Colorado is doing its best to make sure that they enjoy their journey. If you just wait long enough for us to get it ready. Thank you very much and have a nice day. And now I'm turning back around to go back to where I came from because the gas down here at the Conoco is out, and everything about my reality right now is starting to remind me of the 70s when suddenly we had a gas shortage and suddenly there wasn't enough and suddenly everyone had to change their reality to accommodate the new economy. I just can't remember which president got to get blamed for all of it. So look up the president who was around for the 70s, folks. And then, oh my goodness, pay really close attention to whether it was a Democrat or a Republican, because that had everything to do with it. Okay, and there's already been an issue with the road work. I might not get there until 3 because I started out as per my normal late. And now I'm having to backtrack. Hopefully my next loafing jug that I'm going to will have the gas that I need to put in my car. There is gas at the loafing jug, and my compensation for all of my trouble is I will indeed save 3 cents a gallon being a King Super member. So I'm going to save me about $1.20 on a full tank of gas. What am I saying? That's a 10-cent discount. This is 3 cents. Okay, I'm going to say about 75 cents. I'm now headed back to the house to get my purse. See how the universe works? It knew I forgot my purse, but it knew I'd forgotten that I forgot my purse, or that I didn't realize I forgot my purse. So my first stop on the way to purchase gas, it forced me to turn around to drive all the way back to practically my neighborhood to pull into the gas station here, only to discover I did not have my credentials on me, which could get me in trouble and some hefty fines for, cruising around without my proper papers, because that's how it is in America. You need your papers. A lesser spirit would be so frustrated right now. Or, oh yes, I also stopped at the pile again because it had some, well, that stuff, which I'm taking out to the property with me, because that's going to end up being part of the flooring in the senior pup house. Okay, here we get to go through again, and it's actually now past the lunch hour. Not that, such a thing really exists here in the mountains, other than for the locals. But apparently even the truck drivers and people like that, that have their schedules, even they apparently have to find a place to eat by noonish or whatever, because they seem to be out en masse. Maybe this is what caused the problem last time. Okay. welcome to springtime in the mountains. Expect this if you're going to come down to 85. Thank you and have a nice day. And see, we've got the Mercedes-Benz behind me, thinking that this is, you know, some kind of expressway, not a work zone. She's passed someone unless they turned, because she wasn't behind me a second ago. Anyway, it appears that we have, oh look, an actual light controlling traffic. Perhaps this is what they're going to do at the light up where I live. Or are they just going to relocate it? Interesting. Anyway, like I said, this will be spring down to 85 for the rest of spring and probably some of summer, because our roads need some work and the tourism has gotten very thick on it. This is probably the worst situation Cash could possibly imagine himself in. Oh look, the line of cars is finally making its way down the mountain. I've already seen several hand gestures of people who are like, there's been no one come through for 5 years. You know, not realizing that, yeah, it's a quarter mile up the mountain where this new traffic is originating, because they've, again, had to close lanes. That happens a lot on mountain roads, by the way, for anyone planning a visit and they are not familiar with the ways of Colorado, especially in the Park County region. Park County still has a lot of that pioneer spirit for a reason. You have to or you die. Just as I suspected, indeed. Colorado tax dollars at work, folks. Colorado tax dollars at work. Now let's have fun watching how far the backup goes. Right up to here. Almost to the beginning where the sign starts. Finally, I'm here. The hawk is out hunting. The grasslands are melting. Seasonal creeks are flowing. Don't know if you can see it, but there's the hawk hunting. About to crest up over mountains. There he goes. Oh, it's a crow. Ah! See, I can't see through a tiny screen on my phone. So, we're gonna, it looks like the ground has already soaked up. At least up to my entrance. So, I'm going to go make sure the fence can contain these two puppies, that nothing has, you know, like a bear. Well, no, bears were in hibernation. Anything that could have crashed my fence has not crashed my fence. That's what I'm going to go check. As soon as it's safe, I'm coming back and getting these guys.